If I went into ChatGPT and I said, "Tell me all the list of all the pending legal cases in federal court that have will have huge political implications for the president," I think ChatGPT would say there are too many. I don't have the time to tell you them all, even though normally it's relatively accommodating. My point is there are a lot of pending cases. One decided today. Mr. Abrego Garcia released. Here's the headline from the ABC News, number 29. This is bounced all around this case, as you all know. It's been in lots of different stages, but today he's released from immigration detention. His lawyer says the judge is a very liberal judge, but said that Abrego Garcia had been quote had been detained quote without legal lawful authority. Melissa, is that the end of this matter? Like, what happens to him now?
No, I'm sure it's not the end of this matter. They'll try to detain him again. They'll try to deport him again. I think this is just the next phase. But again, the president is blowing an issue that helped him get elected in the first place. Joe Biden completely botched the border, unilaterally undoing Remain in Mexico, essentially making Governor Abbott, the immigration czar and sending all of the migrants up to places like Martha's Vineyard and Chicago and New York City and exploding the issue and making it no longer a border state issue in the South, but having the Northeast and Washington, D.C. and other areas that are more democratic feel what it is to actually have migrants and immigrants be in your backyard and have to deal with the billions and billions of housing and feeding and all of those things. And he's losing the American public with every passing day on an issue that should be a slam dunk for him because of the zealous overreach and frankly sloppiness.
Yeah.
And it just looks bad for him. And this is again in a place where he should have the upper hand and he's losing it with every day. But no, I'm sure it's just the latest twist and turn and what will continue, to go on with this particular case.
Yeah. After Cal Ripken, I think he's the second most famous Maryland man of the modern era. Governor, do you have any grandkids?
I do.
How
I
old's the
have
old? How
nine.
old's how old's the how old's the oldest one?
The oldest one is 27,
Okay,
and the youngest one is 4. There are 9
4.
of them.
Okay,
And
let's say,
and
is there one who's around like a young teenager?
yes, I have a 13-year-old
Okay,
granddaughter
all
who's
right. Let's say your
13.
13-year-old granddaughter said to you, "Grandpa, why was this man Abrego Garcia detained and taken away from his family and detained?" What would you say to your 13-year-old granddaughter? How would you explain it?
Well, I would explain that it happened because you have people who don't observe the law, who don't follow the law precisely, and secondly, refuse court orders and don't abide by the judiciary's pronouncements. And as a consequence of that, you can see how it is that our democracy, our constitutional form of government, can completely fall apart if we don't honor and obey what it is that we consent to when we become citizens of the United States of America. So it's a graphic lesson, I think, in civility, in observation of the Constitution, and respect for our human beings who are on the planet with us, and of the law ultimately that prevails. So I think that's the lesson to be learned.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in Indiana with the legislators. I mean, the fact is, I think America has been sensing for quite some time that there is nothing but grievance, resentment, anger, coarseness, and assorted other disabilities that come from the president. They see his autocratic instincts, and I think they're expecting that the law will be followed. There's as long as it has taken, and it's taken too long, in my view. We're finally coming to our senses. At the end of the day, we, the people, will have a profound impact, I think, through things like those things we're talking about tonight.
Christmas is coming, folks, and if you haven't bought stuff from Cozy Earth yet for yourself or for your loved ones, my, ho, 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 you're making a big mistake. The stuff from Cozy Earth is very high quality, very comfortable, whether it's the sheets, the towels, the bubble cuddle blanket, the pants, the shirts. It's all very great. And now it's available to you for a limited time for 40% off. Go to cozyearth.com. Use the promo code two-way. Give the gift of everyday luxury this holiday season. Buy something for yourself, but also buy something for pretty much everybody on your list. The code will work for you now for 40% off. The bubble cuddle blanket will change your life. It has changed mine, and dogs love it. If you got a dog, just put the bubble cuddle blanket down. I recommend having it, folding it in half, putting it on the ground. Your dog will be in heaven, but it's also good for humans. It's all available to you now with an extraordinary 40% off. Go to cozyearth.com, promo code two-way to give the gift of comfort that lasts beyond the holidays and into a cozy 2026. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.